Hello everyone! Today we're going to go through an exemplary DD process. The company that we are going to research is the company For the Earth Corporation, represented by the symbol FTEG. Now, where do we find companies or symbols to research? We can find it on Reddit, Twitter, Telegram, Discord. This specific stock we found on one of our scanners. Now, it does not matter where you find the stock. Even if it was on Twitter and someone posted, "Wow, this stock is going to go thousands of percents," you still have to do a full DD process. Otherwise, you will not learn from your mistakes and you will not really gain the knowledge that you need in order to make this a long-term successful work. Now let's dive in. First thing we want to do is check the chart. We want to see that the stock is not currently rising rapidly, because we're not going in when the stock is rising. We're going in when the stock is going down, or when it's at the absolute bottom. Here we can see that there is a support at the price of 2, now 0002, and this could be a potential entering point. So let's continue the DD. We'll go to OTC markets. Here we'll check the share structure, the news, the disclosures, the website, Twitter, and the CEO. From checking all of the above, we can see that the stock is rather heavy, meaning we'll need a little bit of volume to start it moving. Now, the news and the disclosures haven't been filed and updated in like more than a year. The website is non-existent, and the Twitter is 7 years old, maybe even 8. The CEO is Nelson Grist. From all of the information that I gave you right now, what would you say? I think that this could be a potential apocalypse pattern, because the stock was asleep for a long time, and then suddenly a volume comes in, and this is what we need for an apocalypse. The only thing missing now are good catalysts, things that will, justify the jumping of the stock. So let's dive even deeper and research CEO Nelson Grist. For that, we're going to use everything in our arsenal of weaponry. We will use LinkedIn, Google, we will use Filing RE, we will use whatever we can find. And from that, we will derive that Nelson Grist is a profound businessman and has been for the last 20 years. He is also the CEO of a pink current stock called PRKI, and it is also high priced. Now, from that, we can derive that maybe this CEO has the potential to bring FTEG to a high price and to pink current as well. So, we will follow level 2 to see if we can get an entry point, because what we have now might be enough or it might be not. We still have to follow level 2 and see. From following level 2, we can see that there's not much going on. Like, there are no vast increases or decreases in the price of the stock. But we can see that the volume at some of the days when the support holds is rather high. And this can lead us to believe that there might be loading, because the volume is high, but the price of the stock does not go up. It keeps the support, and we might call it the resistance of 3, but it's actually the support at 2 that interests us. It doesn't leave it, and the volume is high, meaning a potential loading. So let's go to times and sales. In times and sales, we can see a lot of cross trades with big amounts of stock. This can mean 2 things. Either there's a dilution, which is not the case here, because everything is potential here, but it's not a potential dilution, because most likely the stockholders and the company that would want to dilute would want to do it at a high price. So they won't dilute the stock when it is at its lowest, at a support line. They will wait for a pump or for a genuine rise, and then they'll start diluting. So this leaves us with the other option, which is these cross trades can mean that someone is buying stocks and knows something that we do not know. And this is a very powerful thing to notice. Loading in a stock many of the times means that the stock will soon rise. And as we anticipated, on the 28th of January, the stock got a verified profile, a new website initiation, it got a new phone number and a new address. And the people that noticed all of this Didi and did the due diligence and went through all the deepness and research and found the appropriate knowledge, they could have entered at 2. Now, these people that entered at 2, if they would have sold the stock at 12, they could have gotten 500%. Now, this is very not likely. So even if they would have sold it at 10 and not 12, they would have still gotten 400%. But, earnings are earnings. And we have to do a full DD process. And then we can decide what is the best way to approach the stock. Now, I hope you all enjoyed the video. I surely enjoyed making it. And we'll see you all in the next one. Have a great one.